Good evening,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So just let me quickly give a brief introduction about myself and then I'll start the webinar. Uh, while I am, let others will keep joining, I hope so. So, मुकेश कोई पीछे बैकग्राउंड कोई बात कर रहा है, काइंडली म्यूट एवरीबडी. Okay. Well, we all have been hearing a lot about the word AI. So every youth globally, they are all pushed into a frenzy of what is AI, what I'm supposed to do, in order, because at the end of the day, all our education leads to one goal, which is career, right? So where will I see myself with the AI playing a major role, both globally and also within the country? So with this, background, so quickly let us have a small discussion regarding, where are the opportunities for AI based jobs, especially in our country. Well, just let me share the slide with you. Can you see this? Achha, okay. I hope you are able to see the screen. Okay. Right. So we are all set. So my name is Anandi Ramachandran. For those who don't know me, I work as a professor in the area of health information technology at International Institute of Health Management Research, Delhi. We are a non-profit organization, and we provide education in the area of health and hospital management, with specializations of health, hospital administration, and then health IT. We also do a lot of research, training, webinars. In fact, we are into capacity building, both from academic and from research point of view. So with this in idea, so welcome all once again. And let us go ahead. So now the question arises, we all have heard about AI. So, AI doesn't need much introduction. But the question which is in everybody's mind is, what is actually AI doing to me? I mean, is it really creating an opportunity for youngsters, young professionals, aspiring, career professionals, entrepreneurs? Is it really creating opportunity for us, or it's actually leading to, a loss of job, leading to displacement, a removal of my presence from the industry, from the job market? Is it really, what you can say, is it a boon or it's really a curse of AI, right? Will we be able to harness the skills of AI if we want to move further? Can we survive? Can we exist and excel without having the knowledge or background of AI? This is the question which is generally in the minds of all youth like you. So let us see how we can, conquer this particular enemy in a way. So as we all know, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? In simple terms, it is the way, the computers, the machine. Artificial intelligence is generally the way the machine, the computers, they think, in fact, I mean, they process like human. In some way, they behave like human. I mean, in the way they take decisions, in the way they take data and interpret the data, in the way they understand certain data and convert them into information, how they give a solution to problem. That is what is artificial intelligence is, right? And for this, they make use of algorithms, which are nothing but mathematical, you can say mathematical formulas or models, which are being designed. In fact, they are being designed by human, and they start using those mathematical algorithms or formulas to understand the data, to provide solutions, to come up with new informations, some patterns, which we generally, either humans, we are not able to do it, or it is the information, the data is so much, we are not able to process everything at a short time. So that is where these computers or these machines come into play, and they are playing a major role in in various industries, you name it. Whether it is we are talking about food, whether you are talking about entertainment, whether it is shipping, whether it is related to what you could say, defense, whatever, aviation, you name it, AI is everywhere. So what they have done actually, they are actually changing the way the landscape, landscape is changing in the country. Not only in the country, globally also, right? Now, what is happening is they are trying to automate certain jobs. That means where we people, we humans were working, it is possible for them to automatically carry out the work. Once certain instructions are given to the AI based applications, they carry out the job. So this not only, changes the way the jobs are being done, it is also able to create certain new job profiles also. While this is happening, what is more needed is one needs to have the necessary skill set, a basic education which is needed for handling the AI. Those skill sets, those education, they should be complementary to the AI technology which is being done. And here, by making use of these automated tools, it is possible a lot of time to that errors, human errors could be avoided. Things could be carried out at a shorter space of time, and at a low cost, obviously. So this is leading to innovation, to come up with new different ideas. Then it is also increasing the performance, productivity, and it is also creating, in fact, new jobs for the matter. But at the same time, AI is also posing a lot of societal challenges. What do you mean by that? One needs to look, while we're talking about an innovation, automation of tasks, it is also important that simultaneously one looks into how AI deals with the data. What are the issues related to privacy? What are the issues related to security? These informations need to be, or these aspects should be taken into consideration while one is trying to skill themselves, educate themselves how to harness this AI. Now, if you look globally, what is happening as far as the youth employment status is concerned, especially now after COVID-19, the pandemic, has been a change in the way the job landscape is happening, the environment is happening. We have got so much used to technology, we have got so much used to working in the remote. It is no more necessary for the people to go to the office within the four walls of the boundary to sit and work. Many data, right, many work job are being outsourced so that people could work from the home. So what has happened is, with the respect, so because of that, where if I'm going to have, let me say, I'm just giving a small example, if I am having to employ 100 employees to work for a particular, to come up with some marketing strategy, marketing survey, right? I need to provide them a place to sit. I need to provide them, an environment, and on I need to pay them salary. All the costs, those fixed invariable costs, if you take into that, it is possible for me to give those job, outsource the job, right, to those employees, maybe not 100, to few of them who could work for an extended hours, who could work from their own home, right? So that I don't need to spend for resource. So these kind of trends are happening. So which is actually shifting the way the job market is happening nowadays, how people are employed. Other than certain industries in certain areas where it is mandatory that human touch is needed, right? Like healthcare, one can say. But it is in many sectors, there is a hybrid. Some jobs are outsourced and some are actually done on the premises. Now, what is happening because of that, right? You, the even, okay, what has happened because they are using computer skills, you're trying to uh, work, right, from home, you need to have the necessary skill sets. But if you look into global market everywhere, not everybody is skilled or educated in a particular skill set which is relevant to the use of technology. So you have a lot of people, youth, those who are educated per se, but still not with respect to the digital technology which is being utilized. So, there is a deficit of youth, where people, you didn't have a lot of what you can say, people, those who are trained to work in that area. And obviously, we all have understood that, this COVID took care of the way the distribution of the population was happening. We have lost many lives, right? And then many, as I was saying, there are many youngsters who are educated, who are trained, but they do not have a job because when we feel that my job can be done by two persons, at home, then sometimes the organizations instead of taking 10, the organizations prefer to go to 2. So this is also happening. And yes, because of that, there is a large potential of youth. It is expected nearly 1 billion youth. We mean people less than 30 to 35 years. Okay, 30, that is also, I'm pulling it to the other side. But generally, we talk something related to 30 years or so, who will enter the labor market, and they do not have a regular employment, right? And most of these people are living in developing countries. Now, what's happening? Now, why this? I would request everybody, please mute yourself. So now, why this is happening? Because there are a lot of challenges, major challenges which we can think about. Okay, we always say it is the difference in the language which they speak, or it is difference from the country which they came, their economy, their education, the way they are used to their societal life, etc. But still, what is happening is a lot of youth, they do not have youngsters, they do not have the required experience, and they might have been educated and trained in one sector, whereas the job, okay, the requirement of the job where they are required to work online, where online jobs are being available, there is a mismatch between the two. And yes, because due to lot of stress, due to the instability of the employment, when one doesn't know where next few years whether I am going to be in job or not, whether I am going to get a proper salary, we have to run a family to run, we have a lot of financial incumbents, everybody, you have lot of responsibilities, okay? So all these things gives rise to a stress. So due to mental health issues are arising, and then youngsters nowadays have high expectations. What happens when we see few of our friends, our batchmates getting high job, high profile jobs, high salary, we expect the same to happen to us. When so all these kind of challenges are there. And moreover, as I said, many jobs are being outsourced across the countries. So there is a difference of the geography. There is a wide diverse and in the geography, in the age, in the understanding of what the work requires in the terms of the skill set. And many times the job, for us to be successful in a job and to keep getting a good profile, right, we need to have a lot of network references also play a major role. And then one needs to have an understanding where the job opportunity is there. We need to know where my skill set will map with the job profile. How can I do that? So all there is a, what you can say, incompatibility between the two. So all these are some major challenges which are being faced by you, any whether it is AI based job, non AI based job. For anywhere when one is trying to look for a job, when seeking employment, so these are the common challenges. Now, how is this artificial intelligence is useful? First, one, artificial intelligence is used for, what you can say, for getting a job. What do you mean by that? One, AI based applications, AI based jobs are there, and another is for me to get the job. So if I need to get the job in any company, it doesn't matter whether it is online, offline, whether it is within the country, outside the country, right? If I need to get a job, what happens? How do we get a job? It is not like that in a day you go with your profile, you go with the CV, you enter your office and you tell, hey, here I am. This is what I can do. You have advertised for this job. I am here. Now take me. And the organization also doesn't say, okay, come on, you start working from today, tomorrow. It doesn't happen like that. How an organization works, every organization tries to match the requirements, tries to match its job requirements with the profile of the applicants. Okay. And that is what the organizations nowadays are using AI for. They are trying to use the what you can say software, AI based software for profiling the applicants, not just looking into their education and just how many years of experience they are having. It goes over and above their interest. Even if I'm telling I have worked for 10 years, 20 years in a particular field, they will look into the individual job. They will see the type of activity I've carried out. Okay. And also, other than that, what are the social media, my profile, online presence. Nowadays, people try to match your LinkedIn profile, your WhatsApp profile. So one has to be very careful. Well, one is in the internet also, how we present ourselves to the world. So all these things, both structured, unstructured information about a person is being taken, and then it is matched with the job profile. So this is called as holistic skill profiling and job matching. So there are number of softwares available, all sites like whoever, where your career.com, wherever you're applying your CV, so that they could find a suitable job for you. This is what they are doing it. So AI is being used to do that. Then also, once when you are in the job, whether when you are learning a course, or whether when you're undergoing some exams there, because a lot of time, as I said, when you're undergoing an interview, it is not just verbal. At times you even need to write a written exam, right? So you have your skill set based assessment. So even those things are being assessed through softwares, AI based softwares. And then yes, it is also used for upskilling. Once I have my employee in my organization, I use that AI based softwares to train my employees, to upskill them. Whatever their existing skill and knowledge is there, we try to upgrade it. We also try to monitor their performance. Monitoring is done by that. So AI based softwares applications are used for getting or providing job or employment, that is on one hand. The other hand is the jobs by themselves, what we are supposed to do. They by themselves are having AI, they are AI based. So if you know, if you want to, what you can say, survive in a employer, in a job, if you want to excel in a job, if you want to go further in the industry based on your skill set, based on your education, based on your experience, you are learning, then there are certain skill sets which are very much efficient, which is very crucial, one can say. Some of this is that, you have to see how my I will be, how proficient I can become, how up to date I am at the end of the day, what is happening with the industry, whether any particular job.
हार्ड डिसीजन है। हम
uh,
सब कुछ भेज अपना बाहर पे लगा के चल रहे हैं ना, बाहर जाएंगे उसी को रहेगा सब कुछ भी। तो
uh, Mohit or Mukesh, can you kindly mute all the participants? Now, so any job, right? Whoever, any skill set we are trying to, and we need to keep ourselves updated. In short, what I'm trying to say is that, the every person, whether you are 20 years of age, 30 years of age, 35, you name it, age doesn't matter. But if you want to have a career, right, which is suitable to you, you need to have certain capabilities in it. You need to adapt yourself to the change. You need to, it is important you are able to stand up yourself with respect to what is happening globally. And then this further, the more the youth are employed, the more you are in a, what you can say, in a job which is suitable to you, there is a long term prosperity on one hand for your side personally. At the same time, it also, contributes to the growth of the industry, to the growth of the country. It addresses the industry needs. While on one hand you have your job satisfaction, your growth is there, you are stable, you are able to, your health, you, in other words, the more satisfied, the more happy I am, my health increases, my wealth also increases. At the same time, the economic growth of the particular organization, the industry, and also the country as a whole is increases, develops further. Now, AI, as I was mentioning, it is, it has transcended all the sectors, and people, where you name it, whether it is for talking to people, whether you're talking about, the use of robots are there, you are able to, whether it is research, whether I'm providing certain education training, certain courses, academic courses, you're undergoing some courses or you're providing courses, right? Whether you're providing training, you are doing marketing analysis, market analysis, you're doing analysis, data analysis, whether you are trying to come up with new recipes, for your hospitality industry, hotel industry, anywhere, there isn't no industry which has not been touched by AI. Okay, it fuels, in fact, AI, in fact, pushes innovation and entrepreneurship in every industry nowadays, because AI, as I said, AI is the way the machine is trying to behave like human. This gives rise to new pattern, new information. You are able to understand the data, and with that new information you are gaining, you are able to put forth new solutions. When you're able to put for new solutions, you're able to generate new ideas. And this is leading to, what we call as innovation and creation of new startups, what as we call it as an entrepreneurship. I will answer all your questions. Just give me some time to go through the presentation. Now, these are some of the areas one can say where AI is playing a major role, whereas it is for product and service enhancement, it is used for healthcare and life science, it is used for e-commerce and retail. So these are a lot of job opportunities which are available for in especially in the financial technology area where lot of most AI you can see they are more focused in this particular sector, especially for fraud analysis, for credit scoring, credit risk assessment. Everyone, every other person is making use of credit cards, bank accounts. You travel, so you pay. So here AI is used a lot. Then for manufacturing, as I was mentioning, education and training. Then the concept of smart cities have come up. So for traffic management, for waste management, you name it. The applications of AI is enormous. Okay, in entertainment, in agricultural, where sensors are being used, and then resource for how to increase the yield, how to manage the crops, everywhere. We can see the hands of AI. Further down, for transportation and mobility, whether it is for talking about AI driven energy management, and you have monitoring the environment, which is the main prime focus globally everywhere, with climate change happening, with lot of diseases issues. Some suddenly you can see one place where they have never seen snowfall, suddenly snowfall is happening. Where there has never been a drought, you can see that there are no rains. So all these environmental changes are happening. So people are trying to make use of AI to understand that, to analyze those data, to see whether AI based applications, AI based interventions can be used for mitigating these effects. And then you are, as I was telling, in continuation, security, cyber security. Why? Because AI applications, whatever we are talking about, they are all digital based tools. So digital based tool meaning that we have to work with computer systems, we have to work with internet, where we will be interacting with many people through the internet, and our interaction will be through various systems, maybe from mobile to servers, from servers to tablets, and from servers to devices, sensor based devices, to the watches which we all tie up. So you see that there is a communication between people to people, people to machines, people to devices to devices. All this are happening through internet, through computer technologies. So cyber security is one important area where AI based applications are being used, not only to monitor the cyber security, to also to come up with new solutions, how to handle the threats, how to detect them, how to handle them, and how to know who are the yeah, persons, those who are penetrating our security and trying to to what you can say, to hack our systems, how to stop such virus or hacking happening. So for everything now AI is being used. Now, if whether whatever it might be the industry, whether it is healthcare, whether it is retail, whether it is finance, whether it is cybersecurity, manufacturing, entertainment, you take it. What type of key skills are needed in the AI driven job market? You need three type of skill sets. On one hand, you need technical skills, and then you need to have analytical skills, and then you need to have soft skills. Technical skills will help you to develop AI based solutions, will let you handle the applications, will help you to come up with new ways, methods, models using AI, right, to analyze your data to carry out a particular work. Analytical skills will help you to understand the problem, to know, to discover hitherto unknown trend, information, pattern which is present in the data, be it image data, be it text data, be it sound data, right? It will help you to analyze. And then soft skills, because at the end of the day, it is not between just you and the machine. The AI application by itself has been developed by a human. It is being used for the human, and it is being used by the human. So when you think about these three angles, you would need to communicate with various stakeholders in your area for communicating to solving problem, and you would need to work with a team of people. There might be, some people, those who have been working for a very long time, those who are not aware of the new ideas you're talking about, whereas there will be some youngsters in your own age, but they do not have the relevant skill sets. So you need to balance everyone, and at the same time, you will be working with a team member who is more expert in this AI based utilizing AI based application, or in a particular area of domain knowledge, right? You need to bring everybody together on the table, and you need to work together. So teamwork. So that soft skill is also needed for AI driven jobs. If you want to, look for jobs, whether you're looking for AI based jobs or non AI based jobs, because AI is now ubiquitously present everywhere, it is important that you have all the three skill sets in you. So what do I mean by technical skills needed for AI based jobs? I mean, the list can go on, but this is a tentative list. It is expected that if you are, you know, going to work in developing AI, developing models, applications in AI, you should have proficiency in some of the programming languages, or it might be machine learning and deep learning. Not necessary, but at least you should have some exposure to the AI-based programming languages. You should have an idea about data. What do I mean by data or data science? It is not just analyzing the data. You need to know how to design the data. What do I mean by that? How to bring all the data together in a single platform so that they can talk to each other. How to pre-process the data. How to differentiate from a proper data from unwanted data. That is what we call as a noise present there. How to clean it, right? So all these things are important as a data science. Plus, you also need to have a statistical analysis, basic, because every mathematical algorithm which we are talking about, somewhere down the line, they have the foundation of statistical analysis, probability in them. Then you can, if you are more technical person, you can go for natural language processing, computer vision. Okay, you need to have an idea of data mining and big data, cloud computing, AI framework, libraries, etc. So these, what I'm trying to say, all these are not must. It all depends upon the type of the job profile you are looking for. But if you're looking for a job which is going to be technical, where you want to go and develop solutions based on AI, you want to come up with some method which is using AI to discover a solution, to come up to solve a problem, then you need to have this technical skill. Then next comes your analytical skill. So when, what do you mean by analytical skill? In analytical skill, yes, you are not needed to develop algorithm. You are not needed to code for a particular application. You are given the application, but you are also having the data. You want to analyze the data, understand the data using the AI program. So there, what are the skill sets, analytical skill sets, which you need to know? One is problem solving. You need to identify the what do you mean by identify appropriate AI solutions for different challenges? For example, if you want to predict, okay, if I want to predict why people from a particular city, okay, are traveling in, say, in the month of May, June, July, particularly in the month of May, June, July to a X place. Okay, we are trying to understand the reason. You need to know, you are having the data. You have been given the data of, let us say, some thousands of individuals who have been traveling with the 3 months, to a particular location, let me say Darjeeling. Okay, and you have the data for many years together. Now you need to analyze and identify the reason. Okay, how to do that? The pattern and the reason to interpret the pattern which you are identifying. For that, you need to know what type of AI model will work for this particular type of data. So that is what we are trying to say. If you are trying to identify, if you need to solve a particular problem, you need to know which AI solution can be utilized for addressing a particular challenge. And then once you analyze the data, you are getting certain patterns. You are getting an idea. People with less than 30 years, they go somewhere. People from 40 to 50, they prefer, they go to another place. Like that, you have different types of interpretation from your data. Now you should be able to give reason to it. You cannot just say out of this 10,000 data, 20% are going there, 10% are going here, 13% are going there. That is not going to be a solution. You should be able to give reason for that. First of all, I should be able to identify the patterns, as I was mentioning, among the 1 million data which it has been given to me. You should be able to identify the pattern. What is the set, how it is getting repeated, what is the trend in the data, the way the data is appearing. So you need to have the necessary analytical skills. For this, you should know how to think creatively. Creative thinking is important for an analytical skill set. A little bit of, I won't say little bit, I'll say a little stronger, you can say basic foundation on statistical analysis should also be there. And then, you should be having a keen lookout. That is, you should not be able to miss out even a minor change. So you should be diligent enough in analyzing your data. So all these things are very much important. Then comes your soft skills. It doesn't need any introduction. We have been groomed, from young, that what do you mean by soft skills, right? I should know how to communicate, how I should collaborate with people. I should be able to come up with new solutions. I should be able to understand, make changes, adapt to the changes. And as we were saying earlier, use of AI has also brought in a lot of social challenges, which is related especially to ethical consideration. So I should take into consideration in every aspect of my work, if I am using AI, how the ethical use of AI, data using AI needs to be there. I have to take into consideration my security. I do not hack out the data. I do not collect data, because AI-based applications are capable of collecting information continuously 24 into 7 into 365 from the users. You can, right? And every time it is collecting some information, maybe some personal information, which they have already given permission, consent to do so without informing them. So one needs to be very careful of the ethical consideration here. Then all sudden and tipped, when we are talking about technical skill, we were talking about technical skill related to the use of AI. But then we said we need to interpret the data. If I need to analyze the data, right? If I need to analyze the data, that means what I need. And I said, you need to know for which problem, what type of algorithm I am supposed to match. If that is the case, I need to understand the problem itself. I need to know what is the domain. So you are it is very much required. I might not be technically skilled in the use of AI, that is in developing AI based applications, but if I have a good domain specific knowledge, whether it is finance, whether it is economics, whether it is HR, you're talking about marketing, right? Any domain specific knowledge with good analytical skills, always you will be able to flourish in the AI world. So generally, AI, as I was saying, so we are coming towards an end of a circle. We said whether is it a boon or it is a curse. So some of the positive impacts of AI on youth employment or this, as I said, there are a lot of new job opportunities are there. There is an increase in innovation and entrepreneurship, right? It is giving you the capability to work, at remote flexibility is there. You are capable of, it is giving an opportunity to skill yourself and keep learning continuously. Yes, it increases not only your productivity, and it also makes you an asset to the organization where you are working. In other words, it tries to increase the productivity of the organization also. At the same time, there are a lot of challenges when one considers with respect to AI and youth employment, because AI, there are a lot of inaccuracies are there, because some of the outcomes which we are developing, we are hoping AI should solve it, it doesn't happen. And always, since it has been developed by the human, there is certain bias with respect to the way the AI algorithms have been trained, have been created. Skill mismatch can happen. You might need to move somewhere. Yes, there is still digital divide. Not everybody is having equal access to technology, and they are also whether they are skilled with respect to that. And yeah, because everybody is working through online or mostly even offline nowadays, it has become very easy for the organizations also, right, to do not to keep the employees not for a very long time. Permanent jobs are not there. At the same time, the other thing is also true. Youngsters also, once they get a job, they learn something, because of the opportunities which has been given by AI, they quickly leave the organization also. It is happening both the way. Now, what is happening in India? Our question, everything said and done. How is AI helping in India? What is my Indian job scenario? In India, this is the latest article I read, which said that there is a lot of AI-based skill penetration as far as our country is concerned. If you could see, even by the end of August, the expectations of 6 lakh, we were already reaching 4.16 lakh, and this current demand was of December. So if you see right now, it is expected to go leaps and bounds. And some of the states where AI based, what you could say, talent pool, job application, jobs are there mostly are Haryana, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Telangana, and other states like Delhi, MP, for the matter, right? Tamil Nadu, they are all catching up behind them. Then, latest, I will not say it is the latest, but in a Financial Express in October 13, you can read this article where they had interviewed number of, HR heads from various major companies in different sectors, right? And 90% of them said that AI-based systems and tools utilizing that will simplify their job responsibilities of their employees. They are not only trying to use it for recruiting their employees, but for managing the talent, for maintaining them, assessing them. At the same time, the jobs which they are carrying out, the what you call the thrust areas of their organizations are also are veering towards, you can say, AI based applications or profile. Now, this is some more examples for you I have given as far as Indian, to make you understand, yes, the grass is greener. You can look for greener pastures, right? Uh, Even though in spite of the challenges, there is hope. It is expected, that by 2030, this the artificial intelligence sector will double. It will reach more than, you can say, 200 billions in India. This is for Indian based. So as far as Indian job market is concerned, you, whether it is for diagnostics, for e-recommendation, e-commerce, finance, you talk about it everywhere. AI based opportunities are coming up. People are looking for data scientists, machine learning engineers. Okay, traditional, in fact, the normal traditional roles of software developers, you can, just one example, software developers, then marketing, market analysts, right, and business development managers, you name it. All traditional roles are also slowly evolving, upgrading themselves with AI upskills. So, and yes, government from its side is concentrating on all the areas. It's promoting AI based industry, AI based skill set, AI based employment in the country through its skill development initiatives, promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics educations. Okay, you know that NEP 2020, it has changed the way people are thinking about the education, science, and technology. AI being AI is being given to the students, taught to the students from a lower level. Research centers are being there. There is a lot of international based collaborations, skill centers, innovative accelerators, networks are being created, employment programs are there, more and more entrepreneurship support is provided, and lot of slowly rules. Our latest Data Protection Act is also, one step towards this data privacy and security. So all these are happening in the country. With that new, greater entrepreneurship and innovation is happening in the country. With that, lot of opportunities are there in every sector. Now, there are some major sectors where AI is flourishing in the country. It is growing a lot at a tremendous speed. It is healthcare, retail, manufacturing, finance. Okay, so and education. All these five sectors, though all sectors are being affected by AI, but these five sectors are making lot of advancements, a dynamic advancements, I should say, at a quick time. So in healthcare, so some, this is the, some of the applications where AI is being used. Automated you to analyze the image, to create chatbots to talk to the customers, then for surgery, for managing medical records. And this is just a small list, especially telemedicine, right? Or everywhere AI is being used, and it is expected, the growth is expected to add that AI based healthcare will be added at will give a 1 trillion of economy, to the Indian economy growth by 2035. Some of the job roles for AI based job roles in healthcare, this is based on the, what you can say, some of the employment advertisements which have been floated in the country. The list goes on, but I have taken some major, roles which are being advertised a lot during the past 5 to 6 months, you should say. So clinical data analyst, medical imaging specialist, health informatic analyst, clinical decision support specialist, telemedicine specialist, healthcare robotics engineer. Not everything is requiring you to have a good technical knowledge of AI, but every job which has been advertised here should, I know you should have an understanding of what AI is. I was just talking about your domain specialty, your analytical skill set, your personal soft skill set. All these are there. And yes, if you're having some technical skill set, you will be taken for a separate role, like healthcare robotics engineer. Okay, where you might need to develop programs, will become part of the team which is creating a new robots. It might be your help will be there. Then next, as I said, is education. Education is another way where AI is being used. It is being developed for, for grading these students. It is being used for providing virtual learning environment. like artificial, like AR and VR. It is used for automating the task, correcting of the papers, and for maintaining the students' attendance and their marks, and then creating content. Now the Chat GPT. You might have heard a lot. Chat GPT is capable of creating information. There is one fear side by side. Students hereafter will not go and work on their own. All you need to do it is give it to Chat GPT. It will give you an answer. Maybe it does, but every time it is not accurate, and every time it is not successful. It is still being developed. So for personalized learning, so these are some application areas of AI in education, and these are some of the role like EdTech product manager, AI learning architect, curriculum developer, chatbot, educational researcher, instruction designer, learning experience designer. This you do not have a separate sector as education. Remember, your any domain you belong to, that can be a part of your education sector. That is, you can be a healthcare. You might be from hospital. You might be from public health. You might be a pharmacist. You might be a person who is expert in finance. You might be a HR, right? And you might be a linguistic. So your domain area is different, but you are in the profile of education. You are in the sector of education. So yes, your domain expertise will be very much utilized to take any of the job roles, because every sector tries to create a chatbot developer, educational researcher. They create educational aids. They create contents. So you can be. These are some of the jobs which you can look for. Doesn't mean that I have to go only in my domain area. You can look for another sector also, where you can use your skill set with your skill set of AI. Then comes your banking and finance. This also, overlaps various sectors. Banking and finance, though it is a sector by itself, but it also, intermingles. It also touches other sectors. Might be like in the transport, might be in the aviation sector, might be in the healthcare sector. Okay, so you can talk about that risk management there. Then regulatory compliance, cyber security, data collection, analysis. So you can think about those areas too. These are the applications, and some of the jobs here are this chatbot developer, fraud analysis, credit risk, investment, compliance specialist. And nowadays, so these kind of job roles one can explore. Then comes manufacturing. In manufacturing, I said the other major industry is manufacturing. So in the manufacturing, the AI is used for inventory management. These are some of the job roles: data scientist, QC analyst, automation specialist, etc. Some jobs are, you can become a robotics engineer here. You can become a specialist here. Okay, these are some of the area. And as for retail marketing, that is another one area. Okay, so it is used for optimizing the supply chain, optimizing inventory management, then for forecasting the sales, understanding how I'm supposed to price my products, then not only trying to predict, targeting my potential customers so that I could expand my market. Also, how I'm supposed to retain my customers. That is also there. Then for marketing, everywhere in retail. So these are some of the applications where AI is used, and the roles are retail data analysis, IT specialist, process modeler, digital imaging leader, deep learning consultant. Here also chatbot analyst. All these are some of the job roles in retail. So these are the various sectors in AI. So what we are trying to say is this: at the end of the day, AI is spreading its roots, spreading its presence everywhere. It is transforming not only the way the businesses are operating, our day-to-day life. All our traditional way of working are now being changed, revolutionized through use of AI. And here is where our job market is existing. It is complex, yes, and it needs, what do you mean by multifaceted? It has a lot of dimensions. That is, It is not like the traditional way. Previously you were trained in your education for a particular area. I was trained to be a statistician. So at the end of the day, I completed all my course in statistician and then I've got a job, to do the stat. It is no more like that. You need to bring in technology. You need to bring in your analytical skill set, and you need to bring in your soft skill set also, because while AI is trying to come up with new opportunities, it is also trying to give rise to challenges. Use of AI, since it has automated, simplified lot of tasks which doesn't need a human to do it. Certain basic activities, right? Like creation of reports. You don't need any more person there. The queries can be automated automatically, and the reports can be generated automatically at a pre-scheduled time using AI. So one should understand that other than the basic skills, you should try to enhance yourself. Look for a skill set which will make it complementary to AI, where your presence is also required. So AI, yes, there are opportunities. So you guys, those who are young, you are having lot of what you can say, time available with you, opportunities available with you. So you need to, you know, use it, utilize it. So with this, I'm just thank you for being here. So if there's any questions you want me to answer, I will try to clear your doubts as much as possible. No questions for the matter? Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I had a question, but you already answered it during the analytical and the soft skills.
I am
As,
yeah.
as we are using AI in multiple fields, doesn't it make one lose its own creativity, intuition, and the ability to make nuanced decisions based on the context of moral implications?
Yeah. See, one thing is there. One basic thing everybody needs to understand is this. At least, though we say machine learning is there, deep learning is there, right? With new generative AI, people, there is a fear, that ongoing fear and a tussle with the with the all this new AI coming into play, this generative AI, whatever we are talking about. Will it completely remove the jobs? Will there be no more use of humans? I don't think so. That is going to happen. What is going to happen is, since we are already training the AI, or in fact, we are creating, AI is being created by us. So, as we are training and creating the AI to think like us, the normal way we do, we now need to skill ourselves, to think in a different way. Okay, to make use of our expertise and a knowledge where AI is not able to carry out the task. Plus, AI, as I said, it is something which is created by us. So, obviously, one can expect that there might be, okay, some, issues related to accuracy, security. So, you need to monitor that. One need to keep testing. And then every time when new information is coming out in the market, new patterns or trends, you are with the new information coming inside, the solutions will become more and more complex. So we need to I know, incorporate that too and try to find some new solutions, new innovative ideas need to come up. So that is what AI it does, in fact. So in that way, you can say that you have to keep up. That is where we are telling you have to upskill yourself and keep yourself updated with respect to AI. Keep following the trend of AI. That doesn't mean one has to learn all the programming languages, all the applications, everything that is being done by AI. It is not possible. Getting trained and technically skilled in one area, it's okay, but just keeping on. When we mean by continuous updation, what we mean is to keep yourself updated the way the particular trend is moving, so that whichever your domain knowledge is, keep building on it.
Thank you, ma'am.